Okay, so what does it really take to build an empire? I mean, from absolute scratch, we're talking no fancy degrees, no big team backing you, no VC money, just, an idea and a laptop. Today, we're doing a deep dive into a story that kind of flips the script on how you build a massive business. We're looking at Rayaan Verma. He's a med school dropout from a small town, and the challenge he set himself seems almost impossible, right?
Mhm.
Zero funding, no team, no MBA, aiming for a $1 billion business, basically, from his bedroom. And somehow he actually did it. So that's our mission for this deep dive. How did Rayaan Verma pull in over $1 billion in, just 30 days? And what are the surprising insights, the really actionable stuff hidden in this pretty wild story? Now, our source for this is excerpts from the Billion Dollar Click, Rayaan Verma's entrepreneurial triumph, which lays out his journey. It just sounds, well, unbelievable. A med school dropout, no team, no money, builds a $1 billion thing. So what was the big idea? What product kicked all this off?
Well, what's really fascinating here is that he didn't exactly invent something brand new. He tapped into something people needed, but maybe hadn't quite, realized it yet. The product itself was a health tech smart bottle.
A smart ball. Right.
Yeah, think about it. It tracked your hydration, gave you reminders to drink water, synced up with your phone. So on the surface, yeah, it's a water bottle, but he wasn't really selling just the bottle. His genius, I think, was in how he framed it. He was selling a lifestyle. The marketing angle was wellness in your palm. That completely changed how people saw the product's value.
Wellness in your palm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's catchy. It really elevates it beyond just drinking water. So presumably he wasn't making these himself in his room. How did he get the actual product? And what was the strategy to, sell it?
No, definitely not. He was smart about it, leveraged existing systems. He sourced the bottles from a white label manufacturer over in China.
Ah, white label. Okay.
Exactly. So basically generic products that he could then brand as his own. And this meant he got the cost per unit way down, like just $6 per bottle. $6.
Yeah, but here's the key. He didn't just stick a logo on it. He spent time on customizing the design, the packaging, making it feel really premium, almost luxury. And then comes the really unconventional part. He didn't build some big, complex website. Didn't list on Amazon either.
Really? No Amazon?
Nope. Just a simple one-product Shopify store, super lean, kept the focus entirely on that single item and, converting visitors.
Okay, lean setup. But the marketing, that had to be something special too, right? He didn't have a huge team for that either.
Not at all. This is where it gets really cutting edge. He actually used AI.
AI for what?
To write the ad copy, a
Yeah.
short, 3-minute story ad. And we're probably talking about a sophisticated AI, maybe trained on what makes content go viral, something that could craft these really engaging narrative-driven ads.
Wow.
Yeah, the kind of thing that hooks you in seconds. It's way beyond just basic text generation.
Yeah.
And then the distribution was laser-focused, too. He launched that ad only on short-form video platforms.
So TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. Exactly. He went straight to where the eyeballs were, especially for impulse buys and viral trends.
Okay, so unconventional product sourcing, super lean store, AI-written ads on short-form video. I'm dying to know how quickly this thing actually caught fire. What did those first few days look like?
It wasn't a slow burn, let's put it that way. It was explosive.
Okay.
Day one, he pulled in $972. Decent start, right?
Yeah, not bad for day one solo.
Day two, that jumped to $7,204.
Okay, whoa. Yeah,
And then by day five, he hit $110,000 in sales.
$110,000 in 5 days.
From that setup.
From that setup, it was clearly resonating.
It's just, yeah, mind-blowing speed. And it didn't stop there, did it? It went global. What was making it spread so fast?
It really did. By day 10, that one video ad was viral in something like 11 different countries. What seemed to drive it was a mix of things. That AI-driven story was compelling. The luxury branding he'd created looked legit. And then influencers started picking it up. They began doing unboxing videos completely organically.
Seems like it. They genuinely thought it was some hot new European luxury brand they discovered.
That's incredible. Free marketing, essentially.
Exactly. That created this huge wave of social proof and desire, pushing sales globally.
And the truly wild part is remembering who was behind all this. While it's going viral globally, influencers are raving.
It's still just one guy.
Right.
Yeah, one 23-year-old, probably in a hoodie, sitting in a rented room somewhere in Bihar, India, running this whole global machine.
Just staggering.
And if we, try to connect the dots here, it wasn't just the idea or even just the clever launch. It really came down to the execution. Relentless, obsessive execution. Which I think leads us to the big question, what was his actual secret? How did he do it?
Right, because lots of people have ideas, maybe even good ones. But executing like that, especially alone, that's different. What was the operational magic behind managing that insane growth?
Okay, so his core secret seems surprisingly simple on the surface, but incredibly powerful in practice. It was his reinvestment strategy. He took every single dollar earned.
And plowed it straight back into the business. Immediately.
Every dollar, no profit taking early on.
Apparently not. Think of it like compounding, but almost in real time. Money comes in, instantly becomes more ad spend, which drives more sales, which fuels more ad spend.
Like a flywheel, but supercharged.
Exactly. Faster than anyone waiting for weekly payouts or analyzing monthly reports. And then there's the optimization. He didn't just throw money back in, he optimized aggressively. Get this. He ran 700 A/B ad tests.
700? How does one person even manage 700 tests? That sounds impossible.
Well, this is where the AI likely came back in, but maybe in a deeper way.
Okay.
It probably wasn't just writing the initial ad. Managing 700 tests suggests he had some kind of automated system, an AI platform perhaps, that could generate variations, different headlines, images, calls to action, deploy them, track results, and double down on winners, like constantly.
So the AI wasn't just creative, it was analytical and operational too. Precisely. Finding the perfect ad for niche demographics, reacting instantly to performance dips. And apparently he used AI to optimize titles, thumbnails, even pricing. Every hour.
Every hour.
Yeah. Think about that. His marketing wasn't static. It was constantly adapting, almost like a living thing. If engagement dropped in, say, Germany, the AI might tweak the ad's hook or maybe offer a tiny flash discount right then and there, all automated.
That's a level of optimization most companies only dream of.
It really is. It's hyper-responsive, data-driven marketing on steroids. That was a huge part of the innovation here.
But running that kind of operation, that level of intense focus and optimization, it must have come at a cost, personally.
Oh, absolutely. The source mentions the personal sacrifice was immense, barely sleeping, eating instant noodles, Maggi specifically, lots of chai, just complete dedication.
Yeah, you can imagine.
But the payoff, financially at least, was staggering. In those 30 days, over $1.08 billion in gross revenue.
Billion with a B.
With a B, and about $210 million in net profit.
200 million profit in a month. For him. Wow. So, okay, where does the story go? He hits this unbelievable milestone, unicorn status, in 30 days. What happens next? Surely he doubles down, builds a huge company.
You'd think so, right? That's the standard playbook. But Rayaan, he did something totally unexpected. He just vanished,
like disappeared.
Pretty much. He deleted his Instagram account, paused all the ads that were generating millions, and then he literally went off the grid. Moved to the Himalayas for 21 days. Complete radio silence.
Wait, after hitting $1 billion, he just switches everything off and goes hiking? Why? Why walk away, even for a bit? What was the thinking there?
Well, according to the source material, the motivation wasn't really about the money itself. He didn't do it for the $1 billion, if that makes sense. He did it to prove it could be done. It was more like a challenge, an experiment to see what was possible for one person with the right tools and obsession. The money was proof of concept, not the end goal.
Huh. So it was about proving a point more than building an empire long term.
Seems that way. It was about pushing the limits.
So what happened when he came back from the Himalayas? Did he restart the ads? Become a tech guru?
No, and this is also really interesting. He returned, but not as the next big influencer or CEO trying to capitalize on his fame.
Okay.
He pivoted completely. He came back essentially as an investor, but focused on youth. He started a free accelerator program, no equity taken, just helping student founders get started, sharing everything he learned.
Wow, giving back.
Yeah, and he also apparently invested a lot of the profits into building schools in rural villages. So a shift from personal achievement to enabling others.
That's quite a turn. And the core advice he gave to the students he mentored. That sounds important.
It really distills his whole approach. His main lesson, the philosophy he shared, was super simple but profound. You don't need 100 ideas, just one idea with 100% obsession.
One idea, 100% obsession. That cuts through a lot of the noise, doesn't it? So looking back at this whole thing, single idea, a cheap product, but then this relentless AI-fueled execution leading to $1 billion a month. It really wasn't luck, was it? It was strategy and just sheer focused work.
Absolutely not luck. It underlines that maybe success isn't always about having the most resources, but about how intensely and cleverly you use the resources you do have, leveraging every available tool like AI with just unparalleled focus.
And maybe for you listening,
Yeah.
maybe you're just one obsession away from building something incredible yourself. It makes you think, doesn't it? In this world where we're flooded with information, endless possibilities, could it be that singular, relentless obsession is what really separates a fleeting idea from a lasting empire? What's that one idea you might be glossing over while you're busy searching for 100 others? Something to ponder.